Hello everybody, welcome to the show. A few minutes late, but here we are on the weekly build stream right here on Twitch and YouTube and LinkedIn and everywhere else. Welcome. I'll be monitoring a couple of those chats throughout the stream, but mostly I'll be clicking on the screen while I create a very cool blue kind of structure, kind of like a 3D website kind of location for a food app. So all of that. I have prepared some images that I'll be putting into the parcel. They are way down here somewhere. Here we go. It's the Walt parcel, and here are the images that I'll be putting in there. It's like a food delivery app, and this is pretty cool because if you can order from their website, now it might be only the app that you can order from, but either way, when you can order from the website, it's awesome that you go there and order the thing from the actual world. So that's the theme that I'm going to go with here. I'm going to have like a place that looks like, well, I'm going to put these images everywhere in this structure, but then I'm going to have a place that looks like it's where you go to order your food. Then I'm going to have a waiting room where you would go and hang out and wait for your food to be delivered. Because when you order your food on the app like this, you can do that. You could literally be hanging out in the waiting room until they deliver the food. So, and I got some good images from the internet that shows what Walt's all about. And including this list of countries that they operate in. And let's do it! Now, the things that I have to go on are the hues that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing pinks, yellows, blues, whites, blacks, and a little purple. I got some food and stuff. So food all over the parcel would be would look good. Also the website. I'm going to be putting the website in there, and the website is Walt, is it .com? Yeah, I'll put .com. I'll be spawning this website in there. To do that, you go over here to media. And there's that. Now for the actual design of the building, I'm not sure yet. So what I'm going to do right now, it is fun to just think of my own designs. Maybe I'll do a mix of the two. No, I'll start with AI. So I'm going to use AI as like my concept artist. I'm going to be using Runway ML. Stable Diffusion would do it too, but I really just need some simple concept art to get me going in the right direction. So let's go to text to image, and I'll say widescreen. How about a ultra modern, I'm going to say fast food delivery, no, fast food restaurant, restaurant in the metaverse. Exterior. Building exterior of an ultra modern fast food, because I want it to kind of look like McDonald's-ish. Okay, let's just see what that does. I have 137 generations left this month on this site, so I'm okay. That's some good variety. I like this one, actually. And some of this one. This one looks like a gas station. This is actually good too. And maybe one more image as inspiration. This one's real nice. Wow, I like this one. I like what I see in this one. This is like incoherent kind of goop, but I see something in it that I could build that might be cool. So let's try that shape out here. All right, so going off of these concepts, let's start structuring this thing out. This is an extra large parcel, so there's lots of parcel credits to work with there. So I'll save this and we'll start with the foundation. We're going to go to shapes and we're going to be putting blocks onto the parcel like we're building with wooden blocks. It's actually very easy because we could put the blocks down like that. Then we could scale them around like this, but we could also squash them and stretch them like this. So to make my foundation, I just put the cube, I squash it down. Maybe I'm on a bigger foundation and I squash it down even more. And I make sure that it's sunk into the ground. And this could be the start of my foundation. Now the thing is, how big is my foundation? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Well, why don't we put some props down there to get the scale of what a door looks like. And how about a couch and a bed? Or a couch and, yeah, this is like a couch chair. Okay, that's pretty good for scale, right? But instead of having all these different references, I can do something where I just have one cylinder that represents how big a person is. So if I go back to shapes and I make a cylinder here, I call my guy Gordon Pillman because he's a pill. He's a capsule and he's orange. But if you squash him and stretch him appropriately to be the size to fit through the door, like giving him this texture so he's brighter. He's a little too tall there. So that's the size of a person. So now that I know the size of a person, I really don't need to have the couch and the door to show me how big people are. Awesome, I'll keep the chair though, as a reminder not to make things too huge because I often do make things too huge. Now, I'm gonna be making something kind of based off of this, but I wanna use these kind of, or not those kind of colors. I wanna use these kind of colors, which are those bright, vibrant colors. So in my head, I'm looking at this. AI could probably do this if I just gave it another prompt and fed this image into it. But in my head, I'm trying to replace that color palette with the other color palette. So instead of reds, we got pinks, we got blues. We need a lot of blues, actually. More blues than pinks. So how about we got the black exterior and then we have blue stripes, and I'll need more color accents throughout. For the ground there, maybe that could be some marble, and then a checkered floor. Ooh, a checkered floor, that'd be wonderful. All right, is there a default checkered floor texture? No, I don't think so. However, I believe that I have one uploaded, or I have one ready to upload in the text folder on Jedi Archives. Sure. In here somewhere, I should have a checkerboard. Oh, there's one. Chessboard, huh? Yeah, actually, that should do. Okay. So I can have a cool floor like this. It's not exactly the kind of checkerboard that I had in mind originally, but it will definitely do. Okay, there's that. And then there's something like this up here. Okay, and let's make this wall that goes up and around, as that's the main part of this structure. This is going to be the dark structure there, so I'll make it like, not black, because I want it to take some kind of lighting. So I'm going to make it like dark gray, and make it tall like so. Rotate it again here. Now let's give it one of these things here. Everything back except that. And then stretch this out like this. Oh, maybe there'll be an elevated platform in the back here. Okay, I'm gonna change my face. I'm happy that I got my faces back. I'm not the bear anymore, but I can also be this guy again. Yeah, so let's roll with this one for a minute. This is a really high quality one. I can sip coffee wearing it, and it doesn't obstruct my face. It's really, really good. Okay, I'll adjust that floor in a little bit. We're gonna have a big old piece of glass, which is not a regular shape. It's got its own category, glass category. Some pink going on here, because I'm going to be using blues with that thing in front. Okay, and then I'm going to build out the framing of that. Good, good, good. This is going to be a little bit different probably on the top than it is on the bottom. So in the easy mode builder here, they have buttons for controlling the day-night cycle. So When you build in the open world like this, and also when you're viewing the parcel in Somnium Web, there's a dynamic day-night system where there's actually going to be the sun rising and setting, the moon rising and setting, and you're going to have these varied lighting conditions impacting what you build here. So it's important if you're going to build in this builder and you're going to be using your build at all in Somnium Web or in the open world where it exists naturally. You're going to want to make sure that it looks pretty good in all of the different light settings. So you can check out the first one, which is day. The second one here is the nighttime, but if you click the third one, it shows actual dynamic lighting happening, the day-night cycle happening in the editor as you're building stuff. So you can actually see right there the shadows crawling across the scene in real time as I'm going to be dragging things around and making a bar over here. An ordering bar. So because of Gordon Pillman there, I know that my bar is actually way too high over here. So we got lots of blues, we got pinks, we got yellows on our palette here. And adapting this thing, like I said, mentioned a moment ago, we're going to be putting the blue stripes here and the blue signage everywhere. So actually the only thing that's going to be pink is the wall back there. Let's get the colors in there sooner rather than later though. So let's get the shape over here. It's going to be white. Like this. Let's put the watt.com over here. Okay. And then like that. I'll do that next. Okay, to evenly space these things out, I'm going to use a spacer shape, but I want to make sure that everything looks good before I do that. So let's make this thing a little bit thinner. Let's get it closer to where it's going to be at the end. Let's move this thing out for now. That was a crazy shadow going across it there. So this is what I meant by using a spacer. I'm going to put a shape here, which is going to be a bit larger, like that. And let me think about this. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'll just make it orange because I'm going to delete this in a moment. But what I'm using it for is the vertex snap. So I clone this blue one, and then I can snap it to the orange one. Then I can clone the orange one, and I got this kind of chain going on here. I could continue it. And then delete all the stuff that I don't want. And that's what I'm left with. Which is kind of like what I wanted, but not quite. Let's see if we can adjust it some to make it better. Nope, not like that. Okay, well, so much for the spacing. Let's manually space it. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get some of these images in here. So they got the pink flowers in that one. They got the pink moped in the other one. Yellow bread, yellow shirt. A lot of whites though, so I might end up replacing the black from here with white. We'll see how things look after it starts coming together more. So I'm going to be building out the framing here of this a little bit, so it doesn't look just like one sheet of glass. And then I might, at the end, make it actually not be one sheet of glass. So you could walk through it, but we'll see how much is actually going to be built on that backside in the end. then a few more of these lines going through it, and I think we'll be good. One of these on the other end, and then we should be all framed in. So I'm looking for a furniture table. Yeah, here we go. To make this look like it's the eating area. And if this is the eating area, it needs chairs. Like this, we'll say. I think I'm going to do 3 chairs per table. Okay, and I'll probably do a few of those. Might use that chair somewhere else still, so I'll move it back there. How about a special floor for the dining room and maybe something elevated for the dining room, something against the other wall. And also I have to build something that attracts way more attention to this web tab here, this iframe, because this iframe is where you actually would order things. So let's see, let's pull it away from the wall some, and I'll give it something special. What do you think here? A curvature thing going into it, perhaps. Order and enjoy. Let's get that one in there. Okay. Looking for a font that's similar to the one they have here, which is very rounded letters. We're looking for very, there we go. These look pretty rounded. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's real good. Maybe it's too good. Let's make it a little smaller. Maybe it's not good enough. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make it pulsate or anything like that. I think we're good. But I do want it to be more centered over here. Okay, and I want it to go along with a display back here that glows. Okay, so I gotta be thinking of two things. This has to look cool from the inside, and it has to look cool from the outside if I'm gonna be taking screenshots. So I might have a glowing neon up there that penetrates all the way through, so it looks cool on the top too. Not sure yet. Let's keep working on here. It's so bothersome that this is all grayed out because the stupid accept cookie message is popping up. Everybody needs to just accept that all sites use cookies. But I can't interact with it here. I will when it's in the parcel. But for now, I just have to imagine that it doesn't have that little grayness grayed out on it. It's nice and vibrant. So this is good. It's attracting attention where it needs to attract attention, where you actually go to interact with the screen. But it can use some more detail all over. So let's do that. Looking at the AI generated reference image or concept art, what do we got? We got some more things we could add over there. Oh, how about some plants and stuff, you know? Let's make these things look more high-tech. They don't look too high-tech. This is the metaverse, man. It's the future. Or is it the present? There. That looks more 3D. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Let's do some of that over here. Yeah, let's make it go a little bit over the edge on both of these. Okay. And last but not least, the little foot thing. All right, that looks good. Hey, let's get one of those steps over here too. Okay, they had lots and lots of food in their marketing, so I'm thinking maybe having gigantic burgers and tacos, and pizzas suspended from poles over the dining area might be cool. We'll see if I can get there. Because I would have to manually make the burgers and stuff out of shapes. How else am I going to fabricate a burger? I'm not AI, I can't just tell myself and it appears. So I can make it out of shapes, you know, like with the cylinder as a patty and this sphere that's squashed as the bun. Or I could look up PNGs and use them up there, but they might look weird from certain angles. So I'm going to save that until a little bit later to make sure that I have time to get everything else detailed to the amount that I want it detailed. Let's continue fleshing out the dining room here. Let's get some shapes up there to represent the actual places where the light is coming from. Haven't used very many yellows or pinks and oranges. Let's use some yellows? No, I think that this would make more sense to be like a gray because it's metal. Now, normally you might think, oh, the lighting in the ceiling should be subtle. Okay, but I want to actually make my ceiling look far more decorated than it is now. So I'm going to try to grab a neon. And I'll make a neon kind of light bulb here. Let's see how that goes. And I want some of this. Kitchen doors. Looking for the classic doors that have the circles in them. Those are pretty cool doors, but that's not what I'm looking for. Thought I had a door somewhere here. There's one. Hey, this will be my opportunity to get the pinks or yellows in on these seat covers. They shouldn't be red. They should be one of their color schemes. So either pinks or yellows or more blue. And it might just be more blue at this point. Everything else is blue. So this being blue to match would be pretty good. Have about 30 minutes to wrap this up here, at least for the stream portion of it, because I don't know if there's something else happening. I know that there's another build stream that happens right here on these same channels this weekend, maybe tomorrow. It's Denevro's stream where they're doing Unity stuff over there. Usually a few people hanging out with them in Discord voice chat. So if you're into Unity, you want to check out how to build things in the Unity SDK right here in the Somnium worlds, then be sure to tune into that one, which is happening at some point. Interesting thing about the builder that I'm working with right here, this is the default easy PC builder that's that comes with Somnium Space. What you build here works in both the web browser, Somnium Web, and in the open world here. And if you're new to Somnium Space, all of these little green squares that you see in the grass, oh, I just realized there's no more snow. All the green squares here, they're empty here in the editor, but when you go in world, there actually are buildings in like almost all of those things. So as you walk around, you'll see lots of different stuff. And another interesting thing is when you're walking around and checking out all this stuff, it could be different every single time you're walking through it, because as soon as I click the little save button here and I click the upload button, and as soon as the progress bar finishes, what you're looking at here in the editor is live in the open world and in Somnium Web. So people change and update and mutate, remix their parcels all the time, and there's always something new. Never know what you're going to run into. Okay, I think I'm about burnt out on this concept art here, this particular concept art. Maybe I'll do some more lights up top. Actually, the lights up top might be pretty cool. Anything that I can take from these? That looks pretty cool. And so does that with its stone wall. And there's a nice stone texture that comes with Somnium Space in the editor here. Yeah, let's get some of these in here. We'll get a few of these in here. How many more, I'm wondering? One more or two more? I think one more, because two more might look too busy. Actually, this might be enough if I just move it over here. Cool, cool. Let's save that. Let's make these things look a little bit cooler, like I had mentioned would probably happen earlier. It's definitely happening, and it's going to happen a bit more extreme than I had boxed out there. Because in addition to the actual glowing, I want something like this. And we'll do some windows going around the top probably, and I don't know what I'm going to do in the back. How much time do I have left today? About 30 minutes. I'll probably just throw some pillars back there, but there could be a whole new area in the back. Especially because I've only used about 500 parcel credits, and there's still, it's 850 on the whole parcel. But I want to make sure the front area looks really, really good especially. So let's add some more tables here and get the dining area fleshed out some more. about 10 minutes here. I hate how yellow always ends up looking like green. Like everywhere that I try to use yellow. There's only one thing that's worse than yellow snow. It's green snow. As Bob Ross would say. Let's get some trees. You want to rotate your trees each instance and scale them a little bit too, so they're not exactly the same. Don't scale them too much though, because then it'll look like your gardener sucks. Okay, I have like 2 minutes. I'm gonna put one more, maybe 2 more lights in here. It's pretty good, but I feel like, oh well, okay, a couple things. First, right up here, it seems like something could go there. I'm not sure what though. And since I'm not sure what, maybe I should just put something abstract there. Okay, I don't think that was good. Let's delete that. And it looks better. Simplistic. Less is more. But one thing I'd want to do real quick. I'm a couple minutes over time. If you're still seeing me, that means that I haven't been kicked off by the next stream starting yet. But I want to put a ramp going up to this thing real quick. And then I will GG the stream for today. Okay, that will do. The URL that I have on here is just going to walt.com. I think that's fine because you have to, it auto forwards you to the correct like country domain, which is important when you're ordering stuff. I gotta do one more tiny thing here before I'm ready to finish this up, and that is add some of these things to cover up the Z fighting. Right here. Like that. Come on, come on, come on, get in there. One more here. One more here. One more over here. Okay. And with that, there are still some things that I could do to make this cooler. I could delete some of the lights because I have a lot of lights in here, and this will probably happen as this parcel evolves. And more detail could be added here, like poles suspending gigantic food. I want gigantic food. Just seems like it would fit like a mall, like a fancy mall. They got gigantic food. And then back here in the back, there's not much going on back here. There could be. Matter of fact, I have a few parcel credits and I'm over time, but I want to spawn some trees in here real quick. I started a little late, so as long as I'm not getting kicked off, it should be all good. Okay, there we go. Save. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm going to get some screenshots of this, perhaps in the editor. Otherwise, I gotta strap up in VR and go to the parcel to get some screenshots. Or maybe I'll look at it in web and get some screenshots. But either way, thanks for tuning in. I'll be posting this and sharing the results onto Twitter at least, maybe other places. And I will see you all next week. Normal streams are on Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's when I'll be back if everything goes well. I had some technical issues with my capture card last time. But thanks for catching me this time here at this special time, and I'll see you all in a week. Later on.